one game at a time.
We need one more. We need one more.
It's a common saying in football.
Oh, yeah!
And with playoff lives on the line,
welcome to the graveyard.
You better be focused.
When we finish tonight, they know who Columbia was.
Because one team's letdown is another team's breakthrough.
We're going to play 3 forward. Change it up.
Who advances tonight?
Let's go, team.
It's round 2.
Round 2.
On the Friday Night Blitz.
This is Action Sports Jack's Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Subway Restaurants.
Hello! Welcome to the Friday Night Blitz. High school football, do or die. Oh, the weather speaks to the game, doesn't it? Damp, cold, big crowds. Either win or you go home. Let's get things started right away with our game of the week, Columbia and Lee.
From the hits to the Hail Marys to the plays that led to victory. This is the Friday Night Blitz Game of the Week, presented by McGowan Medical Centers.
All right, here we go. These two teams seemingly meet all the time in the playoffs in the regular season. Both pumped up, field soggy. It's a mess. Lee tries a little reverse action, gets stuffed right away. This game was all defense. A little bit later, Calzera throws to Terry McKinney. There he goes for the touchdown, but wait. There was a flag and brought back. A lot of penalties in this game, folks. Come on. Jordan Smith runs around and throws it deep to Trey Tolliver. Look at the scramble. The kid headed to South Florida, launches one. But wait, another flag. Play called back. Scoreless first half. Sloppy on the field, sloppy in the field. It continued through the whole game until 0-0 double overtime. Let's move on. Down 3-0, 4th and goal with the season on the line. Calzera to Timothy Gallion, and you know what that is? That's a game-winning touchdown. The cannon goes off. Columbia can't believe it. Lee has beaten him for the 6th time in 7 tries. The Generals 6, Columbia 3. Oof, here's Brent and the coach.
I thought we might go all night in this one.
That wasn't planning on going all night. I wish we could have ended it sooner, but hey, I'm just happy that we finished it the way we did.
Well, how about the decisions at the end? You put your kicker out there, you call timeout. What was the thought process there to go for the win on a 4th and goal?
I mean, it's a big, the spot of the ball. We was on the left hash. I didn't like the spot of the ball. And for him to try to pull that kick the other way, so we was on the, 3-yard line, I want to say. I had to trust my offense. Offense able to execute those type of plays. We went to a play that we were confident in, and we executed it. That's what it's about.
How tough a game is this when there's really not a lot of flow, a lot of choppy play, a lot of flags, a lot of not a lot happening, right? And you know one play could make a big difference.
Yeah, we know. Luckily, early we had a turnover, and defense was able to keep them out the end zone. That was big right there. It was definitely big off the turnover. And they played tough all night. We had players flying around all night. Ralph Mincy, we had Devin Smith, Porter. We had. The defense is flying around. I'm so excited for them. I'm proud of them. They played together. They played with energy. I like the support I saw from each side of the ball. They was rooting each other on, and I'm like, that's what I've been asking for all year. As long as we support each other, as long as we are able to take care of the ball, eliminate the big play, I feel like we could play against anybody. So we got the talent, we got the coaching, and hey, we just got to keep executing. We got to finish.
Well, you're going to play at least one more team. What is it about these guys that just know how to win? It seems like, right?
Hard work. I mean, we put the time in. The kids are starting to believe it. They see what the preparation, what comes out of it, and as long as they continue to work hard, they stay humble, and as long as we pull together and play together, we'll keep playing.
Thanks, man. Good luck.
Appreciate it. Definitely. Thank you.
All right, what a win. O.J. Small has done a marvelous job for the Lee Generals, as Brian Allen has done with Columbia. Lee advances. They will face the winner of Escambia and Mainland. Last check, Escambia up 13-7 in the 4th. Bradford and West Nassau, first half an even matchup, but we were there in the second half, and that's where the Tornadoes took complete control, leading by 6. Tip drill. Cole Crosby comes up with the interception, and long return deep into Warriors territory to give the offense a short field, and Bradford takes advantage of that Pedro Carter, the quarterback keeper, to the left and into the end zone. We got ourselves a 2-score game. After forcing a 3-and-out, the Tornadoes get it right back, and this time Carter using his arm, airing it out to Nathaniel Davis. Doesn't get much. Oh, boy. He was open. Any easier than that. Forces West Nassau out of their game and throwing the ball. This one right to Walker Crook, and he's taking it the other way. It's a pick six, and it's going to put things away. Bradford adds a few more touchdowns to roll from there. Huge win, 45-13. We got Stuart Weber and the coach, Brian Tomlinson.
Well, what started as a close game, tied up at the half, just snowballs in that second half. What is it about this Bradford Tornadoes team that was just able to really keep that momentum going and get it rolling there?
You know, our guys, they work hard all week. You know, I'm sure every coach says that, but, you know, we did, and these guys come out, you know, it was a little sloppy at first, but at halftime we tried to clean up the little mistakes we were making on both sides, and once we did, we were able to take control.
How much did that regular season game kind of stick in your guys' heads and kind of help motivate them, knowing that, hey, we get another crack at this team that beat us in the regular season in just a crazy game, and they went out and did it?
You know, they asked for it after that game. They said, we want to play them again. It kind of started a change in the attitude of the whole team. You know, it was actually, I believe it was the 4th loss in a row, and it was a game that we thought we had won. You know, so it was something that it got away from us, but you know, they made sure they weren't going to come out focused this week and make sure that didn't happen again.
And sometimes you're able to kind of carry that momentum from one game to the next and on, and that's kind of the playoff recipe, right?
Absolutely. You know, I mean, that's something that, you know, every coach hopes for in the playoffs is to get hot at this time. So hopefully we can keep it going. Whoever we play next week will be extremely tough. I know that.
The Bradford Tornadoes, a 45-13 victory over West Nassau. They are moving on. Let's go back to you.
All right, let's go back to following the week off. Bulls in action against 6'4" South Walton. Bulls probably a little rusty. They start the game off with the onside kick, drive it right down the field. Ben Netting caps off the drive with the quarterback keeper. Bulls up 7-0. Okay. Well, Bulls defense joins the party. South Walton trying to make something happen. But we got a fumble! The big man, Hayden Schwartz, comes up with the fumble recovery. Back on offense for the Bulldogs. 2 plays later, Cade Frew punching it in from short distance for the second Bulls score of the game. 14 unanswered for the Bulldogs, still in the first quarter. Netting shows off the arm with a dime to Davis Ellis. Well, that's pretty. He's gone. And so is this game. Like I said, Bulls was rusty. They were up 35-0 at the end of the first quarter. Bulls runs away with it, 62-6. So congratulations, Bradford, for your efforts against West Nassau. You will now get Bulls in the next round. And my goodness, the Bulldogs are playing their best football. Remember, they lost their opener and have rolled again. The Chief strikes again. He's Action News Jack's first alert chief meteorologist, Mike Bursch. And for the second straight week, cold, rainy, misty, damp weather. Yeah, correctly forecasted, but no, says the Dash. No more, Bursch.
Dan's Dash, brought to you by the Southern Chevy Dealers. Find new roads.
We got a couple of state powers in St. Johns County tonight. Barker Trail hosting undefeated Apopka. The Trail hoping for some bigger video boards if they can win it all. Got video boards over there. How about that? But the Blue Darters, well, they just run it right up the gut on the first drive of the game, getting it to the goal line with that funky offense. Drives me crazy. They would cash in on the next play, and they go up 6-0. All right, that's okay. Barker Trail always starts slow. Chad Dotson, the Barker Trail offense, trying to get going right here. A little roll. Oh, boy, pick right there by number 36 of Apopka. The Trail defense, though, stiffens up and forces a punt after a penalty. Dodson gets going right here. Hits number 7, Jackson Mayer, over the middle. Nice gainer. Coach Sutherland calling in one. That will work. Let's try this one. And Dodson on the roll. He's going to fire to Eric Weatherly for a touchdown, but oh no. Bartram Trail, second half, not so good. No bueno. They lose to Apopka. Undefeated no more. That's a tough way for Dan. 34-13.
Don't get beat deep. You got me? Do not get beat deep. Let's go.
Do not get beat deep. First day of playoff action for University Christian. They had a bye week there in a postseason matchup against North Florida Christian. Second quarter, UC on top. Joe Carter takes the handoff from a short distance. Smoking Joe punches it in to stretch the lead to 29-6. Second half, No Max McClendon, more on that later, but Jamar Fudge steps in and delivers a haymaker to the NFC defense. He bobs and weaves his way down the sideline into the end zone. UC up 36-6 heading into the fourth quarter thanks to that big play. Eagles make it to the red zone but turn the ball over thanks to an Oral Gray interception. All UC 36-6. We got Marcel Robinson with Victoria's head coach David Penland.
All right, Coach Will. 36-6 in the annual University Christian, North Florida Christian rivalry in the postseason, but that might be one of the more lopsided ones I've ever seen.
Yeah, North Florida's young. They played a heck of a ball game. They're going to be back. We'll see them again next year. So we all know that, and our guys did a great job tonight.
We know what University Christian does. They run the ball, but you lost one of your stars earlier today, Max McClendon. Obviously, we know how much of a power horse he is. How's he doing, and what can we expect from him?
He's doing good. We decided we didn't want to chance it, so we were up pretty big, and we pulled him and just start getting treatment on that ankle. He twisted a little bit, so he'll be back. I think he'll be ready to go. So
gotta love having depth at running back. Obviously, he goes out, and you have two more step right in and get the job done, right?
Yeah, Joe and Fats always do a good job. When they're all healthy, they're hard to stop, and our line has done a great job this year. Joe and Fats go both ways, and they play until the whistle blows and until I tell them to come out.
Well, you guys keep putting up performances like that, you guys are going to be pretty hard to stop too. Congratulations on the win. That's head coach David Penland of University Christian. Your winners here tonight over Tallahassee North Florida Christian, 36-6. Let's toss it back to you.
Cold and wet tonight at McClay. The weather contributing to this. St. Joseph's quarterback Will Karn loses his handle on the ball. The Marauders, Eli Paddock will fall on it. Home team in business, already up 10-0. McClay quickly adds to its lead. Brett Hoishin takes it in for 6. 17-0 Marauders after the first quarter. 38-2. Season comes to a close for St. Joe's. But University Christian rolls on. They'll play McClay. That one coming up next. All right, back to the games next with coverage from all over the state. We're going to go north of the border for the start of the Georgia postseason as well. So you may just want to keep hanging out right here with us on the Friday Night Blitz.
Hey, Friday Night Blitz. This is Nod.
This Craig.
We back in the backyard one more time. Let's get it. We got the hamburgers and hot dogs on the grill. Go Generals. We're looking for this playoff win over Columbia. Go Generals!
We're the Oak Leaf Knights, and this is the Friday Night Blitz.
You're watching Action Sports Jack's Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Subway Restaurants.
Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Game winner, Calzera to Timothy Gallion for the game winner in double overtime. Fourth down play, down by 3. O.J. Small went for it. Lee wins it, beats Columbia 6-3. Double overtime in our game of the week. Brent catching up with the quarterback who delivered that game-winning throw.
Well, hey, how about the go for it play at the end of the game? And did you think you'd do that, or you brought the kicker out first and then said, let's leave that offense out and go for the W?
Coach Small, he has great belief in his offense, and he put the game in my hands, and we executed the play and came home with a victory.
How much confidence in that play, considering you guys hadn't put anything up on the scoreboard the entire day?
I had 100% confidence in that play. We've been running that play for the whole season, and it really showed in this game when on the last play, and we won in overtime.
Timothy didn't even react. Did you think he caught it? Did you know he caught it? Because he didn't even do anything.
Tim has the best hands in the city. I knew he caught it. Best hands.
What kind of game was this, though? Because you kind of knew one play could be the difference, the way this was nothing happening for so long.
It was a mental game. Deep in the playoffs, you got to be mentally tough, and it really showed against your biggest rival. You had to be mentally tough and came out with a victory.
What is it about Columbia, man? You guys have their number. I think that's 6 out of 7 and a few years in a row in the postseason.
It's just another game. They're just another opponent, and it really showed how we be able to execute, and we really got the win. Came out, got the win tonight.
Kale Zara.
Yes, sir.
There
Kale
it is.
Zara.
We said it right. We'll say it all next week, too, because you're going on in the playoffs. Congrats, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thanks. Thanks, guys.
I got to say, Cal Zara, Zara, whatever will be, will be. How about Cal Zara, huh? Big say hey to the fans of the week over at University Christian. Bundled and all. Doesn't look like it was misting on them. They came to support their Fighting Christians, enjoyed a 36-6 win. Kale Zara Zara. I like that. That's very good. All right, well, welcome back to the Blitz, man. Let's go up to Georgia. Check out Glenn Academy taking on Tucker. The Red Terrors have the Tigers in town, and right when the Blitz gets on the field, we got a touchdown. Tucker's Quarius Smith pushes through for a short 6. Then Glenn takes over. Nolan Grant shakes a tackle, shakes another, fakes out a big time, gets pushed out. Terrors get a field goal. Second half, still Glenn. Caden Hutchinson, we call him Hutch, blasting up the middle. Look at Hutch. 2 defenders can't wrap him up. Gets first down before he comes down. Quarterback T.J. Lewis with the keeper. Crosses into the red zone, but the ball comes out. As he comes down, he recovers it himself. Good thing he did. Jaden Drayton gets the ball and pulls about half the guys on the field in for 6. Glenn Academy moving on.
Let's win to go home. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Ware County won its region, hosting Ola in the first round. The Mustangs out of Atlanta, and they jump out to the fast start. Hunter Couts going deep on the opening possession. He's got his man. It's Freddie Felton. Big pickup for the visitors. Sets Ola up nicely, and Couts takes advantage, just bouncing off would-be tacklers. Gets to the end zone. Looks like he might have fumbled, but they say he crossed the goal line first. Gators trying to get a spark on defense. Rodney Davis into the backfield, picks up the tackle for a loss. Ola would get a field goal. Finally, Ware County moves the ball in the second quarter. Kaiser McCoy gets the handoff and scores for the Gators. They score the final 19 points, come from behind, and they beat Ola 35-22. We'll go to Marietta, Georgia, Northcutt Stadium. Marietta at 8-2, hosting 8-2 Camden County Wildcats. But oh boy, all Marietta early, scoring a nice run for a 7-0 lead. They were just warming up. Watch this little screen right here to their big tight end, number 2. Just kind of plucks it out of the sky, turns it upfield, and doesn't get touched. Uh-oh, 14-0. Camden sophomore running back Jamie Felix providing a spark with this touchdown, 14-7. But gang, that's as close as the Cats are going to get tonight. Marietta advancing 41-13, so the season comes to an end for Camden County. It's one of the most well-known football sites in the city. Earl S. Kitching Stadium, affectionately known as the Graveyard. It's become a staple in Northwest Jacksonville. Our own Marcel Robinson exploring the history of the Vikings' home field.
Now, I saw you when you walked by the sign. Nothing's changed. You had to touch it coming through, right?
I got to. Touch when I leave, touch when I get in.
It's something that's just like, it's a natural thing to do. You don't even think about it twice, man. It is amazing because I guess, I can find myself walking, and if I walk too far, I stop, turn around, and I go check in. It's unbelievable. It's like a time card. You're checking in, you check, the clock in, clock out. It's amazing.
As you've seen in colleges, they have tap-ins or signs, and like Clemson, they got the rock. So when he brought that, I think it just changed the whole dynamics of mindset for football players. He came in on a 4-6 season behind Coach Stevens. I think that might have been Coach Stevens' only losing season. So, we were down. So how do we raise ourselves back up? Because we're the Reigns Vikings, right? So how do we raise ourselves up? Well, we're going to put one of our own here. But Coach Coffey's special.
We put that sign up there, and that's just symbolic or whatever. It's a sense of pride. It's a source of having somewhere that you belong. I don't know what your family dynamic is, but I know here in these hallowed halls of Reigns High School, you have family.
Clocking in for work to accomplish one collective goal.
Let them know who house this is.
It's your bar number 1.
No place like the Graveyard, right?
No place like the Graveyard.
It's a bond. Our in-depth look inside the Reigns football program coming to an end, but be sure to catch up on any of the installments of our 7-part series. You can find the full videos on all of our social platforms, including Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and your favorite streaming devices. The War Eagles wasting a little time denting on the scoreboard as Reigns and Wakulla. Oh, boy. Running back Jordan Bolden gets the ball, navigates his way to the edge. Oh, boy, Bolt's 50. Wakulla up 7-0. Oh, boy. Jump ahead to the second quarter. Deja vu all over again. It's Bolden, senior, blowing past the D, finds the end zone untouched. 14-zip. Vikings got a little trickery in store right before the half. We're going to go ahead and punt it. No, wait! It's a fake. Derek Neely keeps it, and the Eagles can't bring him down. A stunning touchdown makes it a one-score game at the break, but Reigns no more. They lose tonight 17-13. 9. How about Fleming Island out there taking on Niceville out there in the Panhandle? And Fleming Island's Dean Hyams throws to Caleb Seabolt, 42-yard touchdown. Wait a minute now. Fleming Island leads 7-0. Niceville strikes right back, and then they would do it often. Niceville beats Fleming Island. They got up 47-14, and they win 47-28. And Episcopal's at Florida High, picking up in the first quarter. The snap goes high. You might be worried, but Willie Taggart Jr. is not. That's right. Willie Taggart Jr. walks it through the traffic, then runs it all the way home. FSU up 21-0. Now it's the Eagles' turn. Quarterback Tucker Tomberlin sees the opportunity, finds Nick Elksness in the corner. They're on the board, but they're down 28-7. Episcopal falls in round 2. Great season for Episcopal. Florida High will advance. Pensacola Catholic beating Trinity Catholic right now in the fourth quarter. Hilliard to Madco, opening drive. Vincenta Allen, quick toss to Darian Staten. Just straight up outruns everyone. Cowboys on the board. Still in the first. Allen just about to get floored. Flops it to Staten again. He's able to drive it in. Oh, Madco wins easy. 56-0. Union County and Lafayette in Class 1A after an onside kick recovery. The Lafayette quarterback has it go over his head. Recovered by Union County. Solomon Jones on the next snap. Lance Thornton finds Cortez Slocum. Hold the Mayo. Union County soars to its 4th straight win, 32-19, on to the regional finals. We see another game on Saturday, and this one for a state title. Harvest Community and Duval Charter, 2 Jacksonville teams both traveling to Lakeland tomorrow to meet for the 8-man championship. Someone's bringing a title home to Duval. All right, we'll take a break, come back with more, and remind you that there is more Blitz coming up at 11:20 on CBS 47.
Hi, I'm Sharon with the Glen Academy Terrors, and you're watching the Friday Night Blitz. All right, go Terrors! Go Terrors! Go Terrors!
We are the Clay Blue Devils, and this is the Friday Night Blitz.
You're watching Action Sports Jax Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Subway Restaurants.
My sophomore year, I was playing center, and it was just an incredible season. We actually won states, and that was the first year in probably maybe 5 or 6 years that we actually had won states. And then going back our junior and going back-to-back state champions. So that was incredible for us.
All right, don't forget, we're with the Jaguars in Indianapolis this weekend. Countdown to kickoff. Keep it on CBS 47 all Sunday long. Time for our play of the day.
The play of the week is brought to you by Farah and Farah.
Got to show it one more time. Hey, I like how I popped up there to Kelzara. Pass to Timothy Gallion for the winning touchdown. Everybody, Kelzara, whatever will be for Lee. Well done. All right, we're done. We're getting out of here. Let's play some music. Hit the band. I'll see you later.
Thanks for watching the Action Sports Jax Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Subway Restaurants.